This is Captain Lincoln with Fire Team Whiskey, and today is day 13. So we're going to do exercises 37 through 40, 18 to 20, 42 through 44 for your 38 caliber fitness protocol. So let's go ahead and get warmed up with arm open and closes. So we are almost 2 weeks into your program. You are already familiar with the moves, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time explaining them. I just need you to focus on doing as many reps as you can to form, speeding up those cardio sections so we can get closer and closer to target heart rate towards the end of the workout. All right, hip openers. And if you need more of a warm-up, I know the warm-ups are really short here, so we kind of use the first round as a warm-up as well. But if you need more than that, go ahead and just pause the video and go ahead and do your warm-up and then come on back and join us. And then of course for round 3, I'm going to go ahead and show you the modified versions as a reminder, which you should already know, for all the moves for this workout of the day. And last one, we're going to do torso twist. This is one of my favorite warm-ups because we work the core the entire time. So our program is all about, of course, the cardio and the body weight, strength conditioning, but everything we do, we're focused on working the core, because if your center is not strong, then everything else is going to be vulnerable. So we're going to make sure that we get that core nice and strong so everything else can be stronger and more reinforced, right? You want the trunk of the tree to be strong. You don't want just like really strong branches and like a weak trunk, all right? So think of it that way. All right, so let's get started. Got my timer. We're going to do 30-second intervals. Remember, we've taken it up a notch, 30-second intervals, and we're going into 5-second transition time. So you're going to have to hurry up and get into that next exercise. So let's go with plie hops. That's our first one. Coming down. So there's a couple ways we can do this. Since this is our warm-up round here, I'm going to keep my pace nice and moderate, steady though. Taking small hops here, keeping my knees turned out, but making sure my knees don't extend past those toes. Standing straight up, keeping the shoulder blades down and back, keeping the chest open. I'm not hunched over, right? All right, next one, genie tucks, coming down to the floor. Taking my arms to my chest, then bringing my knees to my arms. So I'm not doing this, bringing those knees up to arms. So I'm trying to keep my upper body as still as possible, balancing on the sacrum here. And I'm exhaling as I'm pulling my knees into my chest, trying to do that reverse crunch. All right, reverse tabletop to L-sit. I'm just gonna scoot over here because it's easier for me to kind of sit my hips down and back. I'm gonna charge my hips up, trying to keep them up as high as I can. And I'm gonna sit down and back, pushing my heels back, sliding my butt, trying to go past my wrist. That's fine if you can't. And also remember, you can use dumbbells to assist you with this. Squeezing into that core, working those hamstrings. Woo! All right, frog jump burpee. So you can do these at the width of your mat, coming down nice and low, jumping the length of your mat, back to plank. You can jump and turn around if you want, or just step, it's up to you. So we'll keep our pace moderate here since it's our warm-up round. Starting to get that heart rate up. Fit one more in. Forearm plank to plank. Coming down to the mat. Plank position. And we're just walking hands down, keeping our hips nice and stable. To forearm plank, back to plank. Get a little out of breath here from that cardio. So you can take advantage. Take control of that breathing. scissor jumps. I'm gonna put my right leg forward first. And remember, the objective is to hop up and tap those heels together. I'm gonna keep my pace nice and moderate for the warm-up round. And we'll speed it up. All right, coming back down to the mat. Supine leg circles. So I'm gonna go onto my forearms. I'm gonna go to the right. Keeping those legs just to a hover. Big circles. Tightening that core. Keep it nice and tight. Control that breathing, deep breaths. All right, plank hand step. So flipping over, getting that proper plank position, and then going into that step out, step back into wrist right under shoulder. Step out, pause, step in. So you're challenging that chest, that core, so your back should still stay nice and straight, even when those hands move out. So see, I'm not doing this. That's not what we're doing. Keeping my back nice and straight. All right, bridge step outs. Flipping over here. Staying on the mat a lot for this one. I'm gonna push into bridge. Hips up as high as I can go. Then I'm gonna step out as far as comfortable for me. So you're gonna have to feel this one out and make sure, you know, that you can keep your hips up. So I'm not coming all the way down like this. That's not what we're doing. All right, keeping those hips up, stepping out enough where I'm feeling this in my hamstrings, my glutes, even my lower back, and plank hurdles. So last cardio here, I'm gonna move my feet to the side of my mat. I'm gonna hop over my mat side to side. So if you don't have a mat, go ahead and just jump further than the width of your hands. Nice steady pace, not too fast because this is our warm-up round. And relax. All right, after our warm-up round, take a small break. We'll go right into round two. All right, round two, let's go. Right into plie hops. Now we're gonna speed up our pace a little bit. Now remember, you can swing your arms and do big jumps here, or keep them small and fast. Key is just get that heart rate climbing. So you can go ahead and reach target heart rate towards the end, last couple rounds. Keeping those knees turned out because we're working those inner thighs. Genie tucks coming down. Arms at chest. Knees come to you. So I'm not bringing my chest to my knees. Knees come to you. You can tap those heels down. See, I'm leaning back. I'm not sitting way forward here. This isn't what we're doing. Lean it back. Tap those knees. Control the breathing. All right, I'm gonna take it over here so I can do these a little bit better off the mat. Charging my hips up, kicking my butt through my hands, working into those hamstrings, working lats, chest, and lower abs for sure. Having to squeeze back. That's challenging. All right, frog jump burpee. Woo, come on up. Tripped over my own feet. So I'm gonna speed it up here. I'm taking the jump when I rotate here, or you can just step. A step for the last one. Take it up a notch and jump. These are kind of fun. Forearm plank to plank. Coming to the mat. So we're switching. Forearm plank to plank. So this isn't a complicated move. So just work at a moderate pace, switching. You can switch which arm leads. All right, scissor jumps. Coming up, I got my left leg forward here. So I'm gonna speed up my pace a little bit. Swing my arms. Trying to return my feet to that start position. Woo! All right, in our cardio. Supine leg circles. Coming down on my forearms. I'm going to reverse, going left here, come into a hover, right over the mat. Good work. Recover your breathing here. Take advantage. You got this time. Before our next cardio. All right, plank hand step. A lot of chest today. Get in that plank position first. Walk it out, walk it in. Nice deep breathing, steady breathing. Nice long break between the cardio. All right, flipping over, bridge step out. So I'm gonna see if I can step it out a little further. And I like to kind of push my elbows into the mat, kind of helps me keep my hips pushed up. I'll show you the modification for this one next, because this one can be a little difficult on the back for some people. So I'm trying to walk my legs out as far as I can go from my body by keeping those hips up. Flipping over plank hurdles. Get in that plank position first. Let's go. Last cardio this round. We got this. Push it out. Let's finish up round 2 here. Woo! All right, round 2 is done. Take a little break. Get some water if you need it. All right, round 3, I'm going to show you every move modified. If you're staying with the progression, just stay with that. Just doing this round to remind you that you can switch to modified at any time. So I'll show you the different versions of each move modified. So let's go, round 3, plie hops. So we're going wide, knees out, tracking out, right? But since this is cardio, we're gonna have to move those arms, swing those arms to get that heart rate up. So it's non-impact. Remember modified, we take the impact out, but you still have to move fast. So we're swinging those arms to get that heart rate up. Since this is cardio, so we're moving fast. So we're not going down, up, down, moving fast. Genie tucks. So the only difference here, again, we're leaning back. Remember to lean back here, arms to chest. We're gonna go ahead and do either single legs, So again, we're bringing that knee to us. I'm not coming this way. Keep that upper body in the same place. Or you can do what we did with the progression, but you're just taking a little longer break with those heels down. And again, I'm not doing this. This is not working your abs. You gotta lean back, activate those abs. So reverse tabletop to L sit. So I'm gonna grab a couple pairs of dumbbells to show you one modification here. So you can use a set of dumbbells to help elevate you a little bit off the mat. So see how I have a lot more clearance to sit. Or modify if you're just doing a limited range of motion. So I'm coming up and down. So remember these, we did these from in the 22 cal. So we're just doing those again here. All right, frog jump burpee. Again, this is cardio, move fast. Squat, big step, down to plank, back up. Squat, big step, down to plank, back up. You gotta move fast. Cardio, speed it up. All the other moves you can do slower, but you gotta move fast so we can get that heart rate up. Otherwise, you're not getting that cardio element of these workouts. See, my heart rate's getting up by doing that. Forearm plank to plank, come on down. So remember, anytime we go to plank for modified, knees are down. So I'm in that modified forearm plank position, walk to plank. So same thing, just with knees down, no other difference. So if you've had some shoulder injuries or surgeries, this is a good one to get your core stronger and also work on that shoulder strength to get that back. All right, back up, scissor jumps. All right, so we're gonna do the non-impact, no jump version. So either we're gonna take that back foot and tap it forward while swinging those arms, or you're gonna do what we did in 22 cal and swing those arms nice and big, tap it back nice and fast. So again, this is just all about getting the heart rate up, guys. Scissor jumps, you are getting a little bit more legs into this, but you do what you can. Coming down to the mat, supine leg circles. Modify, couple versions. So you can do single legs. Doesn't matter which way, you can switch it up. Or do exactly what we did with the progression, except for taking a little second, resting the heels down, big circle the other way, rest, big circle, rest. So that's the only difference. So remember the progression was no rest, rest with this one. All right, plank, hand, step out. So again, we just said plank, that means knees are down. I'm gonna get those wrists under shoulders first, then I'm gonna step it out. So here, listen your body. So I would imagine that most of you who are having to modify here either have some core strength issues or you've got some shoulder injury issues. So again, those are really important to work on. Keep the core nice and tight. I like to pull my feet up off the mat because it forces my hip forward and I'm having to activate my abs a little bit more. Bridge step out. All right, only difference here is your range of motion. So maybe I'm not going out so far. So maybe I'm doing little baby steps here. Little baby steps, still keeping those hips up. So I'm working into the lower back, the hamstrings. If this still bothers you, do the 22 cal version of these. So see how in 38 cal we progress? Kind of the same work and same moves that we did in 22 cal, just making them a little bit more complicated. So you can go back to what we did in 22 cal for modification. All right, plank hurdles, last one. So again, cardio, focus on moving fast, right? We just took the jump out. That's it. But we're moving fast, getting the heart rate up, tapping side to side. Working those abs too, because we're keeping that back as straight as we can. We're not doing this. try and shift those shoulder blades right over the wrists. All right, great job. That was round 3. Take a little break. All right, round 4, let's go. Plie hops, starting our timer. So we're gonna get that heart rate back up. Swinging those arms, or you can do big hops, or the small, faster hops. We're gonna control that breathing, get that heart rate to target. It's a long time for 30 seconds. We can do it. All right, coming down to the mat, genie tucks. Remember, lean it back here. Try and keep that upper body nice and stable. Bring those knees as close as you can to the arms. Breathe in deep, recover with that breathing. Come on, focus on getting week 2 done. Then we'll be halfway through. We can see that midway point. All right, reverse tabletop. I'm gonna move over here. Charging those hips up, pushing the hips back. So this is a difficult move. So remember, you can always do the modified version if you struggle. A little bit of an advanced, complex move here, but that's what 38 cal is all about, right? Adding that difficulty level. All right, frog jump, burpee. Speeding up the pace here. We got to get our target heart rate up. Come on. As fast as you can go with these cardio moves. Plank. I don't know why that one makes me laugh. So make sure you're keeping that elbow under shoulder. And then walk that hand to wrist under shoulder. Now I'm not pushing my butt up, keeping it pushed forward. Pushing back my heels helps with that. All right, scissor jumps. Coming up. So we're speeding up our pace here. Let's work those legs too. Come on, we got this. All right, so find like circles. Big circles where I do a hover. Recover your breathing here. All right, plank hand step. A little bit over. Get your good plank position first, and then walk those hands out. I like to push back on my heels to try and keep my hips pointing down so I don't accidentally kind of push up. Keep those heels pushed back. That'll remind you to keep your back straight. All right, bridge step out. Whoa, flip over. I was trying to get up. I'm gonna see how far out I can walk my heels. work into those glutes, hamstrings. These are awesome. Works that whole back side of your body from basically your hips down, your lower back down. All right, flipping over, plank hurdles. Last one in round 4 here, come on. Let's speed it up. Nice fast pace with this cardio. Let's get that heart rate going. Let's go, speed. All right, round 4 is done. Take a short break. We're gonna go right into round 5 and finish up. All right, round 5. If you saved anything, put it all in here. Come on. Plie hops, last one. Do a fast pace. Or you can do the big jumps, but keep those knees turned out. Switch back and forth. Come on, we got this. Last round. Push yourself. Genie tucks. Lean back first. Get your form. All right, now that we've come out of cardio, slow it down a little bit. Focus on form so I'm not rushing through. That's all we're doing. Slow it down. The slower you do the abs, the more you're working them, because I'm having to really stabilize and squeeze instead of just using momentum to force my knees up. All right, reverse tabletop. L sit. Charging those hips up and back. So you can use your dumbbells or do the modified version here. Really squeezing. I'm feeling this in my lower abs, my triceps a little bit, my shoulders, chest, hamstrings. All right, front jump burpee, back to cardio. Nice and fast. Let's go. Trying to do these as fast as I can. Nothing like starting your day with some burpees. Woo! All right, forward plank to plank. Ooh, I got a little dizzy on those. Again, slow it down. We're not rushing through these. And if your form starts to waver, and you find yourself kind of sagging, or having to push your hips back, go ahead and drop those knees. I'm alternating when Chan leads. All right, scissor jumps. All right, let's take that pace up. Finish strong. Oh yeah, come on. All right, coming down. Supine leg circles. All right, control your breathing. Slow it down here. Not rushing through. Get that breathing under control. Get into target. middle. Squeeze. You should be feeling this. I'm like starting to have those like muscle fatigue. My middle, plank handstand. Again, get your form first. We're not rushing through. So I'm taking my time, making sure I'm returning my wrists under shoulders. And if you want a little bit more of a challenge here, hold it here. Push those heels back. So nice straight back. And just hold it. Bridge step out. Flip over. Same thing here. You want to hold it for progression. This is how you challenge yourself a little bit more. I'm just sitting straight out and pushing those hips up. Knees are slightly bent. Holding it here. So everything on the back from our waist down has to be squeezed tight to keep this extended bridge. Or you can just do what we've been doing. Step out, step in. All right. Wow, last one playing hurdles. That went by fast. Let's do it fast. Come on. Faster pace than you've done. Let's go. Finish strong. It's only 25 minutes of work, guys. That's it. Get an amazing workout. All right, great work. Stay down. Let's cool down. Stretch those legs out. Sit back. Keep that chest open. You can keep a micro bend in your legs. And don't fold yourself in half, just lean forward. So while we're still warm, it's important to kind of keep my head up above my chest here, but my heart rate's still high. And then also stretch while you're still warm. I know you got things going on in your life. You want to move on to the next thing. I get it. I'm freaking busy, guys. But please, hey, we just did 25 minutes of work. You can spare 2-3 minutes for just a stretch cool down. Yeah, would it be better to even do longer? Sure. But do that at a minimum. This is super short, guys. We keep it nice and short. So we just need to get your heart rate safely down. To stretch out a little bit while you're warm. Pushing down and back in the child's pose. So I'm going to take my head off so you can see how much I'm pushing back and stretching my arms forward. It's active. It's not just like I'm just, going dead on the mat here. See, this is not active. This is active. This is an active stretch. I'm pushing my arms out actively, and in turn I'm pushing my hips back and down. So this is an active stretch. I'm not just flop down on the ground resting. Taking one arm through, put a little body weight on it, so I'm getting into the lat, that deltoid, still continuing to push back into those legs. And please, if you have other stretches you like to do, add them into your cool down routine. If you need to recover your heart rate for a little bit, push pause. But don't wait until you cool all the way down. You want to go ahead and stretch while you're still warm. Keeping pushing, so I'm still pushing back and I'm feeling, still getting into that stretch, into the legs, especially with those plie hops. All right, great work. This is exercise here. Great job, guys. All right, so day 13 is done. We're almost halfway through your 38 caliber fitness protocol. This is Captain Lincoln with Fireteam Whiskey. Great job.